Math 7, Lesson 4.2 and 4.3. This is equivalent rational numbers and comparing and ordering decimals. So to turn a fraction into a decimal, the first thing that we're going to do is divide the numerator by the denominator. Numerator by the denominator. If we have the number 4/5, then we're going to divide the numerator, which is your top number, by the denominator, which is the bottom number, which is what we did here. And you're going to come up with an answer of 8/10. Second one is -1/3. Again, we're going to divide the numerator right here. That's going to go in there by the denominator. And bring up your decimal. Do the math on that. Remember that it's negative. And so your answer is going to be -0.3 with a repeating bar, because as you can see right here, it keeps going on and on and on forever. So we always write those with a repeating bar. 2 3/8, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to separate the 2 plus 3/8. When we say 2 3/8, it actually means 2 plus 3/8 more. So we're going to keep our 2 right here, and then we're going to turn 3/8 into a decimal. And so that's what's going on right here. Do the math on it, and then when we have 2 plus 0.375, then that is the same as 2.375, which is 2 375 thousandths. And let's see, it was positive. So it looks like that. Now we're going to turn decimals into fractions. So we have right here our decimal. And the way that I like to do this, I think it's probably the easiest, or the way that works for me, is say the place value of the very last number in it. So this would be your tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So that last number is in the thousandths place, so it's the 5 is in the thousandths. So that's going to give you what your denominator is. And then you just write this number right above it. So it's 125 thousandths. And now we're simplifying. So 5 goes into both of those. And so we're simplifying even more. 5 goes into both of those, simplifying even more, and 5 goes into both of those. And our final answer is going to be, so we have 5 divided by 5, which is going to be 1. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So our final answer is 1/8. And let's see, to go back up here on top, we're going to use the place value to determine the denominator. And that's what we just did. So now let's take a look at this one right here. We want to make sure that we have our negative. We keep our negative. It's going to be the easiest thing to forget to do is to remember to add that negative on to attach it. So again, we're going to separate this. This is the same as 2 plus, that's 25 and that's as a decimal. And now we're going to turn that into a fraction. So it's 25 in the hundredths place. And then we're going to reduce that down. 25 over 100 is the same as 1/4. So that's going to look like this, again with our negative sign right there. And our final answer is going to be -2 1/4. Now when we're comparing decimals, we are going to write the numbers above each other while lining up the decimals. Fill in any missing place value with a 0 or a repeating decimal. So let's see what that looks like. So the first one, we are going to compare 94, this is actually 94.365, and right above there is a repeatant, and this is 94.3653. So let's go ahead and rewrite those, and it will help us to compare it. So this would be 94.365. We're going to put them in the same place value. 94.365. So far they're the same. This one right here has the repeatant on it, so it's going to add another 5. That one was a 3. So this number right here is bigger because they were all the same through here. These are the same. And right here, this one is bigger than this one. So it's going to make that whole number bigger. And now we're going to compare these two quantities. So again, we're going to go ahead and write out what this would look like, number by number. So it's going to be a negative, remember to keep that on it, 8.203. This one is a negative 8.204. So it doesn't matter what's after this, because right here this is bigger. So if we would put this as a 0, 0, this would be a 0, 9. But right here, this one said that it's going to be bigger. And that would be the case if they were positive numbers. But let's not forget, these are negative numbers, so it's going to be actually the opposite of that. So this number right here, even though it looks like it's a smaller number, because of that negative, it makes it actually bigger because it's closer to the 0 than this one is on the negative part of the number line. So this number is actually a bigger number. We're going to do some more examples, and we're going to go through these pretty quickly. We have a negative 1/8, and again, we're going to divide it out like this. We're going to do the math on it, and we get a 0, a negative 0.125, and we need to say if it is terminating or repeating, and I'm just going to put a T, which means it's terminating. That means that this number right here does not keep going on and on and on. Number 2, we're going to separate this out. That's the same as 2 plus 0.8, and we found that by dividing our 4 divided by 5. So that is 2.8, and that is terminating. Number 3, negative 12 fifths. So 12 divided by 5. We do the calculations right here, and we get a negative 2.4, and that is terminating. 1 divided by 1/9, and that is 1 divided by 9. We do the math, and we get our answer here. That's 0.111, goes on and on and on. So it is repeating. So we would write it like this, 0.1 with the repeatant bar, and then I'm just going to put an R for that it's repeating. convert the decimals to either fractions or mixed numbers. So again, on here, we have this last number right here is going to tell us our place value. So the way I like to do it is just put the number right on the top, and then whatever place value this last number is going to be what's on the bottom. So that's tenths, hundredths, so that's going to be 61 hundredths. This is actually 0.083, so I'm going to put just my number here. I don't need that 0 right there. And then the 3 is the last number, and it's in the tenths, hundredths, thousandths place value. So that is my answer. Number 7, we're going to go ahead and separate these two, and that's going to be 12 plus 31, and that last number 1 is in the thousandths place. We need to make sure we keep our negative on it right there. So the final answer is going to be negative 12 and 31 one-thousandths. This number right here, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to turn this number, this decimal, into a fraction. The 3, the last 0 is in the 10,000ths place. And we need to make sure we attach our negative. So the final answer is going to be negative 4 and 310,000ths. Number 9, we're going to compare the numbers using less than, equal to, or greater than. And so the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and write them out in place value. So 0.984, line them up. Now let's line up this one, 0.99. This 8 is less than this 9, and so this whole quantity is going to be less than. And now again, with negative numbers, it's tricky. It's the opposite of what it would be comparing the numbers previously. So we line them up, 7.002 and 7.0020. We could put a 0 here as well. It doesn't change the value at all. So these quantities are actually the same. Doesn't matter that they are negative. So those are equal. 11, we're going to order from least to greatest. And the way that we do this is to put everything, again, line everything up. So your decimals are all matching, like the front of the buttons of a shirt. And then that way you can compare to see which one is bigger and which one's smaller. These are, again, negative numbers. So once we determine bigger and smaller, when we attach the negative, it's going to be the opposite of that. So this is going to be your lowest number, and it's going to go then in order of second, third, and fourth, and those are written out right here. And these are all positive, so we would just do it kind of normally. And lining up the decimals, again, like the front of the buttons of a shirt, and then that way it's easy to compare these numbers. So this is going to be first, second, third, and fourth, and then that's how we have it written right here.